So hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Matthew John is here with yet another video, and in this video I'll be talking about case numbers, generally case numbers, but I will specify on how to determine whether your case number is high or low, because I've been receiving questions about that. So in this video I'll be talking about that. So if you're new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so that you get notified every time we drop a video. And with that being said, guys, let's start our video right away. So welcome back, and to start with, we are talking about the DV category, the diversity visa category. And again, I would like to maybe comfort some guys. Even if you have a case number as high as maybe 90,000, you don't have to be worried. Go check the previous years, how it has been going, and you can see like previous years that visa bulletin for the DV category has always gone current to all regions, to all case numbers. So that means that every case number, whoever was selected, any case number, whether low or high, they had a chance to get an interview appointment letter. So they had a chance to get to the interview. So it's up to you. Once you get the interview appointment letter, how you present yourself at the embassy. So if you are denied there, if you are issued, that's up to you. But they had a chance to be scheduled for an interview. So the other thing is this: low case numbers, okay. Interviews are scheduled according to case numbers. That is from low case number to highest case number. That is from 1 to the highest. So if you are there, but again, maybe to make this clear, if you are low case number but you haven't filled the DS260, you haven't submitted support documents, you will never be appointed for an interview. So that means that if you are ready to submit the documents, by that I mean your case number is current and you haven't submitted your support documents and other stuff, you won't be scheduled for an interview. Your interview will be will be pushed to the next month until you submit support documents. They revise them and they send you a confirmation message to confirm that they are correct. So now let's focus about the case number, and to be specific, I think I will talk of a region that I'm sure I'm aware of, or I have more information about, and that is the region, Africa region. Africa region, I'm aware of a high case number of around 87,000, around there, 87,000 plus, but maybe you can generalize it as 87, just round off to, let's call it 90,000. So highest case number, 90,000, Africa region. That's the region I'll be explaining, and maybe you can reflect that to your region. So Africa region, 90,000, highest case number. So in this, to determine whether you are high or low, I'd like you to, it's simple, just divide, okay, take the lowest case number. Maybe Africa region, I know of somebody who is less than 1,000, actually 600 and something. So take it from 1 to 90,000. So you are in between there. So to determine whether your case number is high or low, just take it as it is, then divide it into 3. Why? Because one thing, you need to know the lower case numbers, then those who are at the medium case numbers and high case numbers. So 90,000, if you divide by 3, you'll get 30 each. Okay, each category will get 30,000 case numbers. So if you are in Africa region, your case number is between 1 to 30,000. 1 to 30,000, Africa region. Then you can consider your case number to be low case number, or very low. Actually, I will just use that word, very low case number, 30,000, Africa region. Then from 30,000 to 60,000, your case number is not high, it's not low. It's there in between, it's the middle, it's the center there. So it's not very low and it's not very high, you are just there in the middle. And now from 60,000 to 90,000, yes, your case number is quite high, it's high. You have to agree on that, it's high. But again, I just said, even if your case number is high, if you check the previous years, even high case numbers went current on the visa bulletin. By that, it means that even high case numbers got a chance to be scheduled for an interview. So even if you're high case number, you don't have to worry. So this one can apply also to Asia region. As of for me, I know the highest case number for Asia region is around 37,000. I know somebody who is 37,000, the highest I know. So, but I don't know whether there is even more higher. Okay, so for that you can divide again to around 3 times. So 30,000, call it 40,000. So 40,000, you can divide it into 3. So that one can be around 40 divided by 3. You guys can do your math. So, and then you can divide it. You can tell yourself whether you are highest or whether your case number is high or it's low. So just what the best thing you can do, analyze your region. Try to run, you guys are the one who can share information about your highest case numbers in your region. So for me, I don't know, and there's no website that you can go as of now and check. So it's you guys share information. Then if you can tell the highest case number in your region, then do the calculation, divide it into 3. That 3 then tell where your case number is, and from there you can tell whether your case number is high or low. And I think it's just simple as that. So if for those who are asking about case number being high, being low, what they should do, what they should expect, nothing. The best you can do, whether it's high or low, just follow the guidelines. Once you won, when you are selected, they requested you to submit DS260. Do it the right way. Do it the right way. That is the real application for the green card. Avoid mistake, and if you make a mistake, go ahead, go back and request KCC to unlock your DS260. Do the rectification. Once you are done with that, KCC will again send you an email requesting for support documents. Again, and I repeat, you will never be scheduled for an interview before you submit support documents. Those are the passport, the birth certificate. If you're married, you need marriage certificate, police scan certificate, military record, and all other stuff. The email is there. I have a video on that. So you have to submit that, and then KCC will, after a period of 3 to 6 weeks, they will send you an email back to confirm whether they are correct or not. So DS260 first, support documents, then KCC will confirm it's okay, the documents are okay or not. Until then, so if they submit and they confirm, then you are good. The next thing is just wait, relax. Your case number, learn how to read the visa bulletin. Once your case number goes current, then you will receive an email in maybe in a 1 month time or less than a month. You'll receive an email with an appointment for the interview. So that's all. And for those who are asking whether their case numbers are high, just do your own calculation as I just explained. That will help you understand even more. So thank you for watching this video. If you still have more questions about case numbers, drop them on the comment section. I'll be more than happy to explain it. For further information, please drop them in the comment section. Also, we have our Facebook page, 2021 DV Lottery Updates. You can drop there if you have some private questions. I don't share my email, just use the Facebook page. You can contact me there. I'll respond to that. So with that being said, thank you for watching this video, and see you in our next video.